What's up, everybody?
I guess I better turn you on, man, where I can hear you.
You got an echo?
Tell me I don't have echo.
All right, what do we know?
I'm so tired of fighting with echoes.
Oh, it was funny. You had one there for just a brief second. I was like, what the hell? No echoes. That went away. What'd you do?
So, man, I can recreate if you like. How do you like this?
No, I hate that.
Yeah. So, man, I have virtual cables. I have regular cables. I have gizmos and speakers. And somehow we have this to work right now. I'm not exactly sure how. So
it works.
Yeah.
At that point, you can't fight it. It works.
I can
still sound funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
It still works.
I'm going to do a whole show on that one day.
Well, when you send one to me so we can both have the show the same way. And we can both just sit here like chipmunks and have the whole show. It'd probably be more exciting than some of the shows we have. But, we try a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything that you want to talk about before we bring our special guest in tonight?
I have a couple things that I probably should talk about, and I'm trying to put up something just happened, man. What you do? Put up our little things here because Savard they sponsor us every month. They give us a little bit of money, and we appreciate that. So go check out Savard Speakers if you haven't already.
Absolutely.
So Jimmy, I put the rule book out today, the new rule book, right?
Okay.
And I hate to call it a rule book, y'all, because we pretty much only have one rule. Call it a guidebook, if you will, but it's on the website. I'll figure out how to post it here.
I think you should change it from a rule book to a guidebook.
That's actually what I called it on the front of it.
Yeah. I think it should be called a guidebook because there ain't no rules. We just have to guide you in what class you need.
Yeah, that's right.
That we don't care.
That's right.
So I like your terminology by guidebook instead of rule book.
So that is on the website for those of you that want to go get a quick look at it. It's quick because it's 15 pages, but it repeats the first 3 pages over and over again. So it's the deal. I'll post up the new score sheet probably maybe tomorrow morning since I forgot to do it already.
That's not a rule, Jason. I mean,
Do I now?
Jason said the frequency cap is the rule.
Well, technically that's a rule.
Technically
I
not
guess.
a rule, but I mean,
I guess it's really more of a guide. I guess.
a guide.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep calling it a guide.
So yeah. So we have.
I agree with you on that one, Melissa. Right?
Yeah.
I already got 100 of them printed up of the last one.
Yeah. Well, they
And I got 100 printed from the one before, and then I got like 75 from the one before. So yeah,
I
me.
hope you like what's it called? Like wad them up, throw them in the garbage can. From across the room, paper basket. That little app you play. I hope you like doing that in real life. So
I honestly, seriously, I think I got about 150, 160 score sheets up there that are just I can't use because it's all wrong now.
Right. And unfortunately, for everybody that I sent the score sheet to, I'm changing it one more time, but it really won't affect any of you. But there will be one more change.
And that's it for this year, right? No more.
Yeah.
No more. Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
But yeah, so rule book is done. I spent all weekend at my desk doing it, you guys. So I did that. I worked hard for you. What else is done, Jimmy?
Finals.
We announced a guy, Richard Papazin, is coming on with us. So we have a California person now, judge.
Absolutely.
Got his first show, I think, on the 29th of this month.
Me too. As well.
Before Las Vegas.
I know. I'm so sad that I'm not making it to Vegas this year. This is going to be the first time that I haven't made it to Vegas in probably 5 years now.
Well, I just, I didn't learn about the show. I've only been, last year?
The year before, I think.
Is it really? Oh, did we not have it last year? Because
no, we didn't have it last year because of COVID. So the year before you went, that's when we all met down there, and it was still at the casino, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first year we met down there.
It was, no, I remember last year it was at a field. It was in a field.
Yeah, last year
the previous time. Man, I forgot I went to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go as an org, but I went to that one.
Yeah. Last year we was in org, but the year before, or 2 years before that, we was just down there hanging out. Because that's when it was the Kicker had their big party for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Fun party. Yep. We had tacos, if I remember right. Had tacos.
I remember some guy dropping the prototype.
Yeah, that's right. That's funny.
I wonder who that was.
So we got a judge in California now, and he is also going to do like the Las Vegas area, I think. And I have made contact with someone in Bend, Oregon. I think it was Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, I seen him reach out today, actually.
Yeah, and one other place that I'm probably not going to mention just yet, but it's a...
Yeah, that was kind of pretty exciting a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It really is.
There's some humps to climb over, but pretty good.
It's going to take it to the whole new level.
I think so. And also, for those of you that's been getting decals and stuff for awards, I think I finally got a shipping notification, and our tag plates, which were supposed to be in my hands probably 2 months ago, are now in theory on the water. I believe they are. So
appreciate that though.
Right?
Clean, just got a haircut.
Right. Get your haircut.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was looking a little scraggly there.
Yeah. So how about any shows this weekend, Jimmy? Do you have any?
Thank God, no.
Hey, man.
No, absolutely nice.
You need to get with it, man. We hungry.
I know.
We hungry,
You know,
man.
John should have hit me up, and I should have had a show up there at Audio Ace this weekend. But
Right?
he's slacking a little bit on his part up there, and that's not fair. I guess I should let him defend himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Slacker. Hey, there's Chris Wallace. We talked about him for a good hour the other day, didn't
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Chris?
we? Sure did.
You need to come and bring that heat shrink so I can get them subs done over here, sir.
Well, I think we got a show in Birmingham this weekend. I think Melissa's got one.
Yeah, I'm going to Midwest SPL Finals this weekend. And then there's also Wake the Dead this weekend as well. So,
Yeah.
it really sucks because I love going to Wake the Dead and I love going to Midwest SPL Finals because I have for so many years. I go there to support my teammates and my friends and everybody else. But it came where they're both the exact same weekend, so it kind of sucks. Kind of got to choose, and I've been doing the Midwest thing for a long time, so I have to kind of stay loyal to my guys.
Right.
Blah, blah.
Too, right?
What's that?
A lot of those guys compete with you as well, don't they?
Absolutely.
I hope. I personally would like to go to the Mecca finals, but I'm in Las Vegas the week before, driving, I might add. So
yeah,
I'd about have to drive from there straight to the Mecca event. Not really, but it'd be close.
Wow, damn, Dan, that's messed up. but see,
right.
but Dwayne, yeah, there's my team DTX in the house. It's my boys, So.
Let me show something then, and I can't light this up because it kills my camera. I tried earlier, showed it to Jimmy, but here's one of the finals awards. Here I can show you guys all my lighting.
It's fine, just like it was.
The reason I can't, I got to put this hat on. But anyway, DTX, right there. Yeah, they help sponsor these awards. So I'll be excited for that. I'm excited about that.
I think they're badass. I just like the whole aspect of they're different every year. They're not the same humdrum awards every year. And I'm not talking shit about any other organization, but how many times can you get the same trophy over and over, the same ring over and over? It gets boring after a while.
Man.
Mix it up.
To each his own. But I have some 6 and 8 foot trophies. I had a hard time hauling them. Look at the ones behind you. You have a room for them. Most people don't.
Yeah, but they sit there and just collect dust. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're still out, and I still show them. Just like there's a whole wall over there that you can't see full of trophies too from Midwest SPL. But I mean, they're all out.
Yeah, but most people don't have that luxury, is what I'm saying. They don't have a room like that. People got a house as big as you got.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but let me rephrase it.
I mean, you got a lot of house. What is it? 1,000 square feet?
There's half of the trophies are sitting here. The other half are over on the other side. That because how many trophies am I going to sit there before it just gets redundant and too much and ugly?
Well, they get loose. They get dusty.
But look at that one sitting right there, though. Oh, wait, right there.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That one right there is pretty cool.
Man, that's a hard act to follow. Right? That's a hard act to follow.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I can't do that. I got to show everybody what I'm talking about.
Right?
That's last year's finals trophies. Yep, I hyped that. Billy made one too many sitting here. Yep, it's still sitting here. No name on it, so, but still.
You remember the one we were talking about that I needed to cut? Lenny's.
Lenny's?
I wonder what place it was. See that little insert that you have there?
Uh huh.
I don't have one anymore because I gave them all away, and I have Lenny's plate, made,
But
but
Lenny's was the
I
first.
never
I
had to
believe
cut it for that shape.
Lenny's was the first plate. It's too big. Just send. Remember, just send me the thingy, and I can give it to Lenny, and he can cut it out.
He's skilled enough he'll do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a body man. He can do that.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, listen. So this is what we're waiting on for these trophies to come to you guys. So here's the trophy. It lights up, and so if you can see, and I'll try to let you see, these
Here we go.
wires poke out, right? So I have an adapter and a wall plug. So you use a small screwdriver and screw this to the adapter, and then you just plug it in. So you can plug it into the wall, and it lights up. Well, the wall plugs they may be in. I haven't been over theirs in about 4 or 5 days, but that's all we're waiting on. Those are made. We're all good. Just need those plugs, and then I'm gonna either bring them or ship them to you guys, to Jimmy and to Melissa and everybody to run the finals. Greg,
He's going to bring them. He's not going to ship 22 trophies down to me.
yeah, probably right.
We took 22 of them bitches down here. Hell yeah. I'm proud for my region, damn it. 22 of you guys. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Everybody says the Midwest ain't loud. Come down here and try to beat us in.
Right. So anyway, so that's a trophy update. There's an update on the tag plates. What else, man? Rule book. That's all the housekeeping, as Kip used to deem it.
Yeah, I remember him actually used to say that. Yeah, housekeeping time. But yeah, no, I can't think of anything else. I think we should bring our guest up.
Yep, bring it to him. Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
Mr. John Hart, how are you, sir?
we're doing
How you
well.
doing? Nice to see you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
see
for
you.
having me.
Oh no, absolutely. Thank you for coming on. So,
Yeah.
why don't you kind of tell everybody, for the people that don't know you, who you are and what you do and what you run?
My name is Jon Hart. I own a car audio shop here in St. Louis. We do installations, and we also carry a small product line of speakers, subwoofers, and amplifiers. And we just like to get loud.
Right? Yeah, don't we all, man?
Absolutely, absolutely. So you guys got your own brand amplifiers and subs and everything, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
2018, we started manufacturing just some entry level equipment, some mid grade equipment. The Bluff, it's a 500 watt RMS woofer, and then we started doing the Joker 12. That one could take about 1,000 RMS. We did it to help with prices of bass packages for our everyday customers, and it's just kind of taken off. Everybody in the Midwest has just been amazing, really supportive, and I really appreciate everybody. It's been a fun journey, and I'm really blessed and so happy to just be here, just ride along and building. Love building these builds. It's fun.
You guys got a really neat shop up there. It's pretty cool. I've seen some of your builds. Unfortunately, I've been in Dan Current's build before, so I definitely know the quality of build you guys can do.
Yeah, Dan's a big part of Audio Ace, and he's a great mentor. If we can't figure something out, Dan's the go-to guy. He's just.
And then he looks at him.
Amazing person. I wish he was louder, but he's.
He just don't know how to do this. If he could learn how to do this, he would get louder. Because you, as well as I know, that vehicle is a lot louder than everybody hears it at.
Yeah, he surprises us every once in a while. We kind of crank it up a little bit, but I'm afraid the poor car, man. I think I don't know how much more it has left in it.
His firewall is beyond. The only reason why he's not cracking them windows is the firewall. Well, that and he don't turn it up anymore.
No, he doesn't. Maybe we'll get him to do it sometime soon.
I've offered to pay for his windshield. I had a window guy there that was going to change his window for him. I was going to pay for everything, and he still would not turn it up.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's
I
a
think
fun
he's
build.
his old age.
Where is he watching? I can't see the comments.
Probably in here. I'm sure he is.
Yeah, we'll probably bring him in one day, man. But yeah, man, it's a fun build. We built that in 6 days, believe it or not. Alton Greneau, Dan was on scene, and myself. You know, we were just got it done in 6 days, and just kind of just it's held up pretty well. You know, so I'm
There you go,
grateful
John.
to have him on the team.
How
There's
old
Dan
is the build?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How old is the build?
It's right at 4 years, I believe.
Man, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Do you see any comments at all, John?
No, I saw Dan said I'm not allowed to turn it up. Oh, yeah. We're gonna push the limits hopefully here real soon and see what it's really capable of. You know, there's a rumor that he might be rebuilding, which I'm excited to be a part of. And maybe we can turn it up and really see what it can do. You know, but ultimately,
Did he ever get his spare vehicle?
yeah.
Well, he did, and he wrecked it as well.
Yeah, some deer tried to take him out. So,
Oh my God! Really?
yeah, he's had bad luck. You know.
Dang. He's gonna have to let his wife drive.
Well, I've rode with Jackie before. Well,
yeah, I've never ridden with her, but her build, that's a fun one too, man. She has a lot of fun. She's fun to be around at the shows, and
Yeah.
really just, you know, they're great people to be around. You know.
Yeah, I like them. I haven't been around her as much as I have Dan's, but they do both seem fun.
Yeah, they're great.
great couple. I love them both for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get them out next year. We're gonna do some base war shows for sure. We're gonna sign up. We're gonna do a whole series of them. And I really like the way you guys run your organization. It's fun. It's great. You know.
Appreciate that.
And I'd really like to be a part of it and bring it here to St. Louis and get it going, man. Yeah.
No, definitely. I'm definitely down for that, and I'll make sure I bring plenty of trash bags when they come too.
Yeah, you know, trash cans would be good, you know, that
Right?
somewhere so we don't get in trouble, but it is what it is. I was upset at first, I really was, you know, but I know, I don't want to name names, but I know people and whatnot, and it wasn't intentional. You know, it's probably just tired or something. But we all learn. You know, we learn, and next year we're going to do better because we all got to come together, you know, to grow the sport. And we can't take shots at each other. You know, we need to figure out what the problem was, how to resolve it, and then build upon it. You know, because you know if we take away looking at the negative of you know the trash and you know the restroom and stuff like that, it was a great turnout. Otherwise, I mean, we had a blast. Everybody was having fun. There was music everywhere, and who can't get behind that? You know, so it was cool. You know, so let's focus on the good there and.
Absolutely.
We'll be back next year, and hopefully you guys will be back too. So,
I don't know.
All right.
We'll see, but I don't know.
I understand. Yeah.
So, but I'm definitely down to hook up with you and book, you know, some shows for next year. Maybe we can make it like an annual thing or something.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm sure I can find the weekends that Dan is working, and I can go stay at Jackie's house.
Right.
Yeah, that's all he does anymore. Apparently, is works. Yeah.
I wanted to call him today. I was like, he's probably working. I probably can't call him. Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always working. He doesn't care about us as a community no more. All he cares about is his dollars, you know.
Yeah.
He gets his free concerts and his free blues games, you know, and he forgets about the rest of us.
Yeah. You know, you'd think he'd sling one of us a ticket here or there, you know.
I like the way you think.
I can come help move some power cords for the night if I get to go to a free concert for it.
Right?
They need roadies. Somebody needs to push the containers off or something.
Yeah.
Oh, what he say? Trying to be a baller like Jimmy Pittman.
This is a man that's out buying 3 and 4 vehicles, got a garage full of ATVs and all kinds of shit. But he's calling me a baller.
Right?
Right.
He could just wreck him.
Vehicle.
I mean, he's got all kinds of play toys, and he's sitting on like probably 10, 15 acres of land. He's got a beautiful house. Pool table downstairs. I still got like some old time flooring, or actually, it's just concrete and some concrete walls.
We still got concrete walls, Dan.
Dan's got like drywall up and carpet and pool tables and yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man. Are you guys going to Wake the Dead by chance, or you guys what are we doing?
I actually have the weekend off.
I had
No, I don't either.
I wanted to go to Wake the Dead, but unfortunately it's Midwest SPL finals, and I have quite a few teammates that are going to Midwest SPL, so I'll be there.
I got you. So when these organizations, when they put out like the final dates, is that something that's established at the beginning of the year? Or yeah?
Yeah.
I got you. Oh,
well,
that's true.
Let me rephrase that. There is 2 or 3 organizations that put it out, yes, but the other ones wait until like we've already got ours set for next year. Billy's already got the date and everything. I want to say it's still the first weekend of October, right? So yeah. I mean, our date's already booked for next year. So, but I guarantee you, just like this year, somebody else or another organization is going to book a show on our date.
Well, you never know. I did actually talk to him about that, and he said he didn't know, but he said the venue was only available at that time. So
Roger.
And honestly, some of those orgs that's been around a long time, they don't think to come look at us. We're a little org, they don't hardly know we exist. So, but I used to do it in March. I wanted to do it in March, but in March, USAC had gotten on our date, and I thought, well, everybody does it in March, and so I'm gonna just go to October because I actually researched, and the smallest amount of rain is in October. So that's the reason I chose, October. But
Billy is very humble.
October, it's like crap.
Billy is very humble. He still thinks we're a small organization.
Oh, we are. I think we're the smallest one.
I disagree with you.
I mean, there's a couple of them in the Carolinas.
I disagree with you.
But when we go there, they have 100 people, and we have 20.
Just keep on growing. I think that I think everybody's heard of Base Wars, man. That's quite the.
It is kind of weird, man. We got a lot of judges now. I say a lot. We have last year we had 4. This year we have way more than 4.
Yeah, and you're moving out to California and Las Vegas. I mean, come on. Yeah,
I'm excited about that one.
I would be too. That's party time, man.
Yeah, and I think the guy that agreed to come on with us, I think he's a good one. I think people like him. I think he's going to do well for us. So I'm really excited about that.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, well that'd be all Jimmy right there. Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, so it's kind of been cool watching it grow. But I'm gonna tell you something. I spend a lot of time in this chair right here, and I do not appreciate that. I like to get out and do, and I'm also not a graphic artist, but that's what I have become. I weed decals, I graphic arts, I make flyers, I do this, and
he does it all.
I'd be when I grew up. But it's fun. It's been fun to watch it grow.
I mean, I kind of feel partially to blame for that, I guess I want to say. Because I pushed and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. And so did Jordan, and so did a couple other judges that we knew what Base Wars was going to be. After I ran it the first time and then actually became a judge, I realized how quick it was going to catch on because of
Yeah,
the
I
whole
personally
atmosphere.
and man, so looking back on it, when Jordan came, it allowed me to fly a little, and man, the floodgates just opened up. you know.
David, we hear, or Mike Davis, sorry, we hear a little bit of echo. I think that's coming from John's phone, but it's all good.
It may have been me, Jimmy. I turned mine down a little bit, so we see if it's still there or not.
Is that better?
It's a lot better. No, well, it's still
My
echoing
bad.
a little bit,
I
but
don't
it's
think
okay.
it's you, John. I don't think it's
Okay.
you.
I think it
Oh,
is.
Hey, I'll take the blame, screw it.
It doesn't matter.
Because, like I say, I
Sorry.
can duplicate it easily.
Let's
Oh,
get that chipmunk back in here. Where's that chipmunk? Let's finish this with the chipmunk.
Like this one? Yeah, I like this one. Like I say, I want to do a whole show like this.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. It
Jimmy
is.
wants one of those real bad.
Yes, I do. Come on, everybody. You need to send me $10. If everybody that's watching us sends me $10, that'll help me buy that piece of equipment that Billy has.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all need that.
Oh,
Right.
look at that.
Hey,
Yes,
Billy, I'm kind of
I want to
kinda
see
new to-
Carlos in the lanes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I want to see Carlos back in the lanes. Carlos, please.
Yeah. No doubt.
Sorry, what was you saying, John?
No, I was nothing really too important. I was just for anybody that's new to this Jimmy. I know your position, but I was just curious, Billy. What do you do at Base Wars? You seem like the guy that kind of like
Who
handles
started for us?
a lot.
It's him.
Yeah, I do a lot of Base Wars, man. So Base Wars got started with me. Man, it's just meet and greets, turned into competitions, and then and now here we are. That's literally
Nice.
how it went down.
Okay.
It's been weird. I've had other businesses before, and I've had to push these businesses, but Base Wars, I haven't, man. It's pulling me. It's organic. It's not me.
Nice.
So
No,
yeah,
you got good team members there, Jimmy and
do.
Melissa. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And you got some
We
good
have good
some
team.
members there.
I'm excited about everybody that we have. I like everybody we have. They're all
100% for sure.
good for our industry, I think.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
There's somebody that's gnawing at the bit to come in here and talk to you, John. So I'm just going to let him come in and say hi.
Oh, it's the Hump Hammer. Is this your band account?
that's hard, man.
No, the other
I'm
account is
just-
banned. That's why he's on this one.
I'm just glad that your face is dulled down, man. I'm glad it's dark where you are, so you don't frighten us all.
Well, I'm kind of up above all that right now. So,
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. There he is. Hey, thank you for taking time for us little people.
I
Man,
know, right?
I can't see
Shout out to Dan Curran.
Carolina outfit down there skate. I mean, what the heck? That's
Oh,
the people
man.
we need.
I will say this is the quietest I've heard this place all week. Like there ain't a soul in here right now. Like it's just
That is weird. Yeah, that's cool, man.
No way I'm climbing up there. No way.
yeah. I'm up here had to do catwalks on my break right quick. Thought I'd pop in and say hi.
Yeah, that's
That's what's
cool.
up.
We miss
Dan.
you, Pookie Bear.
He always
Boy,
finds his way around. I remember, like, I'll be at my, what was it, the second shop, and all of a sudden I get a call from Dan Curran, and it's a picture of me. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? Like, oh,
Right.
here he is. He's working on his boom truck. He's way up on this, working on his light tower. He's always around.
Pop up. Jimmy, I don't want to hear you say you miss me. If you miss me, you'd be at Wake the Dead next weekend, but you're not. You're going to hang out with Steve. We get it. We know
We
what's
get
up.
it.
I got
Yeah,
teammates.
good.
Teammates, sir. Teammates
Mhm.
have
Yeah, it's good to
priority.
support friends.
You have teammates that are going to be at Midwest SPL finals as well, but you're choosing to ditch your teammates to go.
I got teammates that are going to be at Wake the Dead too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but you forget about your other team because we're a little too low down on the podium.
oh, is that what it is? Oh, hold on. Who ran out of St. Louis and left all their trash to hurry up and get away from me so that they didn't have to come hang out with me and Jackie?
We have to share him.
Jimmy booked out of here so fast to make sure like he didn't even come say bye to us at that show.
Oh,
Like
man.
he was hurrying up to get out of here so he didn't have to see me and
Yeah,
Jackie. That's
He
what
probably didn't
started
wanna-
the whole drama.
He didn't want to hear the stunt wall.
Now, is that the one that he didn't want to throw his trash away?
Yeah, he was in
Oh,
such a
no.
hurry to get away from me and Jackie that he left everything, trash, everything. He left tire marks getting out the parking lot. Was like, let me get out of here before Dan and Jackie walk down here and notice that I'm leaving.
And I'm
without
going to
saying
have to talk
goodbye.
to him for the next 12 hours. You're absolutely right. I like
Yep.
burnt rubber. I
Yep, he did.
sent all my trash into a nice, neat pile, threw it up on the curb into a nice, neat pile.
He threw it up on the curb on his way out of the parking lot trying to leave
hell
quickly.
He just get out of here.
Yeah, he threw it in booked. He's like, hold up, Dan's over there giving demos. Let me get out of here before he sees us.
He's
He's about
occupied.
to turn the
Let's
stunt wall
go.
on.
Yep, that's what it was. I mean, it was all Jimmy. That's why there was all the problem right there. Jimmy wanted to get away from me and Jackie and get out of St. Louis. He didn't want to hang out with us no more, and that's what happens when you get in a hurry.
Because I had the grandbaby and she was done. She was tired of hearing your fucking stunt wall.
Excuses.
And in Jimmy's defense, I hear there's quite a few shootings in St. Louis. You know,
I was scared. I was in Dan's hood. I was in Dan's hood. I was scared. I was walking around. I had a strap.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop all this right now and just take a brief moment because I keep hearing now that I've got Jimmy Pittman and Jon Hart in the same little group here. Because John, all I've heard about is how they hate my stunt wall and my stunt wall. Now, who put that thing in my truck, John?
Exactly, John.
John, who put the stunt wall in the truck, John?
John.
No.
man.
I'm tired of taking all the blame for this. Now your face is on here, brother. Yeah, what? Say yeah. I
think it was Alton.
It was Alton. Okay, yeah, it was Alton. Technically, yeah, it was Alton. Okay.
Oh man.
Hey, if you guys could show me where the key RCAs are for the stunt wall, that would be
I've got
great.
them hidden. They're buried under the box. You can't find those ones. They're special.
You forgot how little I am, sir.
It's wireless, so we put it on Wi-Fi so it can't be disconnected.
right?
Yeah.
One RCA from the amp input is done. Done.
He did I think Dan DJ'd the whole IFO show a few months ago or something with that.
He did
Yeah,
that.
man.
I wondered what the going rate for that was.
I know. Where's my cut? That's why we don't see him anymore. He's on vacations. You know, he's going to Blues
they
game, get
pay-
aerial seats, and we don't even see him anymore, man. You know.
Yeah, you know, because everything just looks like little dots from up here. So
Because you're so busy, you know, out there making them
Dude,
big.
it has been a crazy few weeks just moving into this joint and getting the hang of things. Like, I think I know last week alone we pulled almost four 17-hour shifts back to back to back. Like I lived here all last week.
Man.
Literally lived here. Like I didn't see Jackie all week.
So, you're the one we come to for the loan.
Shoot, that's Jimmy. Jimmy got that brand new Dodge. He got, base trucks. He got sugar mamas.
Mister, I bought a new vehicle.
Sugar mamas.
Yeah. I bought a new vehicle just to run into a deer with it.
I bought an old used raggedy vehicle to run into a deer. I didn't get a brand new shiny school bus sized Dodge pickup.
Whatever.
And hold on.
Yes,
You guys want to know how you know he's a baller? Because he bought the gas version. He didn't even buy the diesel. He bought the one that gets 1 mile a gallon because he can.
His gas straight from Kuwait.
That's what I'm saying. When you can afford not the truck but the gas version of the truck, that's when you're a baller. Like that's the giveaway right there. Like
it's Billy's fault. Billy had to go stunt on me and show me that pretty ass truck, and I had to have one. But I couldn't afford the diesel and all the big stuff like he had, so I had the generic model down here.
you could have bought 4 of the diesels for what you spent just on gas going to shows.
No,
You could have
Billy's
bought
got
four
like a
diesels, brand new by now.
4K monitor in his thing. It's like crazy. And I got like a little bitty tiny touchscreen on mine.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I never really touched that big monitor thing. I find it kind of annoying, actually.
Yeah,
I wish I
whatever.
had the
Jimmy
little-
said he'll take that out of there for you. Don't worry about it.
Right? We can switch that. We'll just go down to Audio Ace, and I guarantee
I'm
you
about to say I know a shop in St. Louis that can swap it for you. Don't worry about it.
you
Yeah.
can have my boring old controls with all the push buttons and twisty knobs, and I'll take that.
I know a shop in St. Louis that can swap it in 22 minutes flat.
I tell you what,
22 minutes flat. I think we could beat that.
I think I'm fixing to unload that truck. I think I'm fixing to get rid of it.
Why?
I'm gonna have another truck soon. That
Baller
got
status.
carry
It's got
it.
too old. It's got
And
too old
I-
and too many miles. Billy
want
needs
a
something
bigger
new.
truck to pull it.
Or we're
Hold on,
gonna
now
wall it.
we see why membership prices are so high now. I'm starting to see
Yeah,
this, Billy.
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, they were set at 25, but I meant to set it at 2,500.
I see. Well, no, see, he had to eliminate the demo Dominator awards this year just to pay for his
Yeah.
upgrades. We know what
Yeah.
happened.
Hey, you want some good news about that, Dan?
Sure, I like good
We
news.
created about 5 or 6 different classes.
More Demo Dominator classes.
More. And there's going to be a finals this year for that.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Sounds like it's growing.
Yeah. Yeah. Man,
That's
we
good.
have
When
as
will
I
they-
have gone through this, man. I'm like, man, no more classes. No more classes. You know?
Right, please.
Michigan. How far is that from Minnesota?
A long
It
way.
depends on what part. You got big parts of Michigan and big parts of Minnesota, so there could be a lot of variables in that.
So
Yeah, you have to cross a lake, I think, don't you?
Well, guys, I got to jump off here. I got to get back. I just want to pop in and say hi, miss everybody, and
I'm proud you did. It's been too long.
We all miss you,
It has.
Jimmy.
no, you don't, Jimmy. Stop lying. It's not good for your image, sir. Shouldn't lie like that. We know you don't.
You're a jerk.
Billy, I miss you though. I miss Billy because I think Billy will come shoot some pool at my house eventually.
Man, I can't wait. Except I
Yep.
can't see anymore, but I still can't wait.
And John keeps dodging that too. I got John and Billy dodging my pool table. So you know,
Hey, I'm there, man.
I don't love you, and I've
I
been there.
kind of have the billiard bug. I hadn't played in a couple months, and man, you know when you don't play, you want to, and when you want to, you play well.
well, see, there you go. You need to come down here and show me how to use this thing. That's all I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Demo.
hey,
Well,
Dan.
guys, I'll see y'all later. Wake the Dead this weekend. Jimmy, you suck. And
That's what's up, man. I'll see you probably Friday out there, Saturday.
yeah, probably Friday night. I got to work, so we'll probably get on the road after that and head down that
All
way.
right. I'll
You
be
gotta-
down there. I'm going down Thursday. I'll see you there, man.
You got a hotel room for me, Dan? If I come Saturday
Back to
night?
work.
I didn't think so.
You ain't gonna show up. You busy hanging out with Mr. Benton. We know what it is. You trying to schmooze your way back.
And nobody wants to hear that bullshit no more.
That is wrong, man.
Yeah, you're my idol, dude. He said,
I think, man.
that's great.
I think
Awesome.
on this, I think that's close to Tony. It depends on what part. Tony Dogar is in Ohio, and I think he might reach up there. I'm not sure, but we want to come. We want to be everywhere.
Yeah, that'd
Absolutely.
be good. Wisconsin might be a good place too, man. Those guys over there, they're on
Yeah.
another level too. You know,
That'd be Dan. That'd be Dan O'Brien, wouldn't it? Wisconsin.
Yes, sir. I think so.
I get in
Or
touch with some of
either-
those guys.
Where is Mike Larson at? It's in
He's in
Minneapolis, right?
Minnesota. Minnesota, eh?
That's close to. Well, it's cold up there. I hate even looking at the map. It looks so cold.
Boy. It's let's see, it's 43 degrees here right now, Billy.
Well, I'm hot. I got a sweatshirt on, but I bet it's 65, 70.
You heard my furnace just kick on behind me.
That's cold, man. That wind's blowing. It's getting down to like 28 tonight.
Yeah, I was going 20. I heard like 29 something in there. It's going to be freezing tonight. It's our first frost.
We're
That's
having
ridiculous, man.
we're having a cold environment as well. Right
Shut
now
up.
it's 70, and the minimum is 60.
Where are you at?
Mississippi,
Louisiana. Well, Mississippi, sorry.
Mississippi.
There you go.
It may rain though. Yeah.
If it gets
Um,
down below 50 where he's at, they're freezing down there.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, it's
It-
60. I'm
it's
wearing
not-
a sweatshirt.
It snows there like what? Once every 12 years?
No.
I don't know what to do. Everybody forgets how to drive.
Oh, they'll shut down the whole city over an inch of snow.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No. They will shut down the city and the schools over the threat of an inch of snow. I'm
It's
not
going to
kidding.
snow. No,
I'm
nobody
not kidding.
knows.
That's crazy.
They'll drive through tornadoes and hurricanes
Right?
and everything else. That don't bother them. And an inch of snow, done.
But,
That rain down there's no joke, man. You guys got some.
but listen, y'all need to school this guy right
Oh,
here
Dwayne,
on that July
the
weather.
hurricanes.
July weather. Jimmy,
The hurricanes are nasty
Talk about
down there. I'm
scraping
telling
weather.
you right now.
scraping weather.
Scrape up.
Explain to him the showers you have to take.
All right. Think about it up here because Dwayne's up here with me. Think about 119-degree day up here with zero humidity. That's like a 90-degree day down there.
Yeah, that's sticky, man.
Dead serious.
It really
The first
is.
year I went to Scraping the Coast, it was like, I want to say it was 100 degrees, but they said the heat index was like 120. It was so bad down there because of the way the atmosphere or wherever. I don't understand it, but it was so bad down there. I had to go sit in the air conditioner for about 25 minutes because I was like bad. Drew got
I
heat
guess-
that year.
Is it real heavy? Like a heavy air?
Oh,
Hard to
it's-
breathe.
They don't have no humidity down there, so when it gets hot, it's unbearable.
Oh,
You
wow.
want me to tell you something that's really cool about the South as far as humidity goes, though? When you go to cut a billiard ball, you can cut them sharper angles because the balls are wet.
Interesting.
So when
Really?
it hits when the cue ball hits the object ball, it slices it instead of hitting it and dragging it a little bit to the side. So you can cut a ball sharper than elsewhere in the country.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Do you play a lot of pool? I
Yeah.
guess.
Billy's a
That's
pool
what's
yard.
happening. We got a table at the shop up here. That's what we do.
cool.
Yeah. Whenever we have downtime, it's not a very big table. It's a bar sized table.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of fun. Yeah.
It is. We have a blast with it, man. But that's pretty cool, man. I didn't know that the humidity
Oh,
played
yeah.
a part in that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know it. They're like, man, I can't cut it like I used to. That's because you ain't got no humidity. It ain't your fault, dude.
I'm gonna have to start checking the
They don't
weather
know
every
that, and
morning.
They keep trying and they keep missing.
Yeah, every morning when I wake up, I'm gonna have to check the weather. That way I can take Dylan out because I'm
It's
tired of
the bare,
Dylan.
the bare
Dylan, I'm
minimum
coming for you.
pressure.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, I see Jim just commented. You guys know Jim? You guys ever seen his build?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have. Sorry.
The gutter
All right.
ball, the orange one. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was fun. Jim is a good person, man. Like, such an amazing guy. So I just want to say hi to Jim. I saw Jim.
Yeah,
comments
that's
on
cool.
it, so.
Jim's a
And
great
what
guy.
does he have?
He has 16 Audio Ace Wild 12s, and he has 8 DD Audio M4000s.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's beautiful though, man. Like the build itself is it's a beautiful build that we took a lot of time with, and you just don't see builds like that very often. Everything looks like a marble, and
Do you
but
have
it's
your
really-
excursion in the shop there?
I don't have it here, man. Yeah, that's Jim's. Yeah, and it's he has it.
Show.
So
That thing
I
is
just-
amazing. It's sweet.
Thank you. Yeah, we took a lot of pride in that one. Yeah, he's such a good guy. So we wanted to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, let me ask you this: your subs that you have.
Mhm.
So are they made more musical or more
Music,
SPL?
music. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
They're
so
more efficient, probably.
yeah, for sure. They could take some power and they could take some abuse, but I got into car audio over 20 years ago because I love music.
Yeah.
I don't have any talent. I can't
Right.
play an instrument. I can't sing,
We have to live
but I just,
vicariously through the musicians.
yeah, and it's, as embarrassing as that is, I love loud music and I just want to be a part of it, and
Mhm.
that's so we created this job so we can be here, and it's awesome, man. Every day we get to listen to loud music, jamming out, and just act like kids, man. And that's what we do. So yeah, our subs are musical, and they do pretty good.
Yeah.
We
Well, that's
have
pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I like musical subs.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you guys got any big builds on the horizon or anything that you want to talk about? Maybe any?
Um, we're gonna redo Jim's, but I can't go too much into it. But we're gonna redo his. He
It's an amazing build already. I don't know why.
I know, man. November the 5th, we're tearing it all out. And we're gonna redo it all. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be it's gonna be challenging, extremely challenging. I'm glad I'm not the one designing the box in this one because
What's the goal for the vehicle?
Hang on,
um
hang on. Look,
just
look, look. Read that
oh, he
comment.
said tell him, John. He
All
said
right.
tell him.
Yes.
He's gonna do 8 of our new 21s in the back of that excursion.
All right.
He's hired an array of box builders to help team up and make this as efficient as possible. And we're
Is
trying
it
to
going to be another Dan Curran build where he doesn't ever turn it up? No, I'm joking, Jim. I know you don't do that. I'm just joking.
yeah, we got
These 21s, are they Audio Ace 21s?
yes, sir. Yeah, they are. It's called the Blackjack. They will be coming out around the first of the year. It's a 5-inch coil.
Ooh, 5-inch
It's
coil demo for days, demo for
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Here.
The 4-inch coil on a 21, it's tough because it's a lot. It's a lot of mass. So
Yeah.
we jumped it up to a 5-inch coil. We've been testing it. It seems like everything's a go. So we're gonna. Well, Jim, you're you're the guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're gonna do a build in there, cage it, and the goal is just to have a fun demo build that people can enjoy. And just have fun. I mean, some of these guys, man. I mean, look at some of these numbers these guys are hitting now. I mean, they've set the bar like it's
84,
crazy.
85.
I don't know what single sub he has, but Carlos, his wife, was in here messaging us earlier or commenting earlier, and
He did that 80.
single sub did a 80,
80. Yes.
180. The
On
single
one,
one sub.
wow, that's
I mean,
crazy.
yeah, that's real crazy.
I mean,
You know,
I'm sure,
yeah,
I'm sure that 80 was inside the van and it was on one
Yeah.
sub in the van,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
I'm
a
sure.
full extreme build, and I'm pretty sure they're FI subs.
Yeah, but still. Uh,
But no, absolutely.
so here's a question I have. I've never really been a fan of 21s because of the physical noise you hear when you play really low frequency. But I always kind of thought that was because everybody I know of that makes uh, 21s use the same motors for the most part for all their other like 18s you know I was like, that can't work. Those still small numbers are absolutely not correct. And so I never have really liked them. But so did you? I mean, any of that stuff with yours? Are they all different?
We are no, yeah, it's a different motor, for sure. It's a 635 ounces. It's a big dude.
Yeah.
It uses the same basket as a lot of companies. I think that basket's proven itself in the field of where it is. Um, it's a, I mean, you can't really say a 21's a musical woofer, but
Right.
it's it's an enjoyable woofer, and for the job that we've set it out to do, I think it's gonna do that job. It's just a wow, like
I've
man,
never
like
seen. I don't personally. I've never seen a woofer with a 5-inch coil. So that right there is a big difference, right? I mean, what other woofers may have a 5-inch coil? I never heard of one. Have you?
yeah. I think there's very slim on the market. There's a few of them out there, um, but it's a pretty beefy guy, and we're excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You
pretty
should,
cool. That's exciting.
you should definitely talk to Paul Nacer, John. He's one of the guys that has that nasty Tahoe. Is
Yeah, he's
doing
doing the 70.
70s. So
That's incredible.
he's,
Like
he's a
Oh
serious,
my god! What
yeah,
do you do with a 7-inch coil?
right?
yeah, JL, right? And doesn't Memphis have one that's like
I think it's like
somebody's got to know. Somebody chime
What
in.
do you do with that?
I think the Memphis is like a 6.5 or something like that. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
some
it can take some power. Yeah,
No doubt.
but you put the right motor on there, man. You can get it moving, and that's what we're doing. So Jim, he's excited, man. That's 120 pounds. Each sub. I don't know who's gonna load them in the box, man. I'm dreading it already. I'm already
Boy.
stressing on it, and we haven't even begun
Right.
to tear down yet. Like,
Call Dan. Call Dan. He can pick them up and like bear hug that shit and just rawr. Done. You know he can.
if we get him to fit in the box, man, he might be the best choice. I know I can't lift it. That's for sure.
I know he
Yeah,
picks my ass up like I'm a little fucking ragamuffin, and I'm like 140, 150 sometimes. But
There
like,
you go, Dan.
so I mean, definitely call Dan. I guarantee you, he could just like grab it and set it in there. Is this good? All right, go ahead.
we just hurry up and screw it in real quick,
Done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting, man. We got some 18s coming. We just take it slow, man.
18's
We're
my
not.
favorite sub.
Yeah, it's a good sub.
I like 18s the best. They have a sound that I don't hear out of other subs.
I guess I'm old school because I've always been a big fan of tens.
There you go.
Tens back in the day used to me, the tens used to hit so much harder than all the other subs.
There's a musical sub too.
Yeah.
I think some of those tens, man.
Sound quality guys like 10s.
Yeah.
I use 10s for mid bass in my truck.
I know quite a few people that actually do. To be truthful with you, yes.
Literally, that's what those speakers in the floor. They were 10s.
Really?
They were there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I built well, no, I didn't. But there was an enclosure built underneath my truck and glued up to it, screwed up to it, and I had 2 10s on the floorboard.
There you go, John. Paul wants to talk to you for sure.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll message him after we're done here.
I think Paul's like a billionaire, man. So cut us in on this deal.
Paul,
we got another Dan. He must be Dan's friend. It must be like the elite watching us today.
yeah, Paul Nacer's like he's got money up here.
Oh, he must. Yeah, he's got. What was that car? That white car he's got? Is that a Celica?
A Celica. He has got 2 18s in that bitch.
Right.
Walled off.
Oh,
Nasty.
wow. Oh yeah, I bet that gets down.
Yeah.
It does. It's nice.
And then he wasn't happy with that, so he went and bought something else and then completely ripped it apart and made it louder.
I asked him to give it to me, but he refused my offer.
I tried to buy the Tahoe from him when he was bored with it, but then he ripped it all apart.
A little Celica.
The Celica is pretty cool. It really is.
Yeah.
I remember meeting him one year running down the hallway in my underwear. That was at a finals.
There you go, man. See, that's why we like base wars, man. You guys go above and beyond.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a little bit there. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Celica's got 4 18s and a flat wall.
that's right.
Sorry.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet that throws down.
nasty.
Yeah, he looks kind of like a midget when he drives it, but it's pretty cool. He doesn't fit very well.
Yeah, I didn't leave much room in there, man.
Right?
That's tough. That's the hard part about being tall. You know, like
Yeah.
you just kind of cram in there, but then you find somebody else to help you get the car there, man. See,
Sorry, I don't have them problems.
Right.
At 5'7", I don't have them tall problems.
Oh, there you go. See,
I
that's
fit in
why you got all them trophies.
I fit
You
in
got the-
Right.
Yeah, because they're all probably as tall as me.
Mm.
Yeah, you got that extra room.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can scoot the seat up a little bit closer and lean in a little bit more.
Just a little bit more, you know.
You know,
Yeah.
actually, that's not true because we've proven that when somebody's in there with bigger, it takes up more cabin space and it gets louder.
Really,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah.
I have found that if you can fill that cabin space up with skinnier people, so it don't flub as much, it's even louder.
Well,
I
and
gotta go on a diet.
I only know this because when I ran the Nitro, 3 years ago now, when I had the Nitro, when I was running in 2019, me and a couple of teammates, we were talking about it, and we were at final, and they proved to me sitting in the driver's seat versus somebody, I hate to be like this, but twice my size sitting in the driver's seat, the numbers jumped
Yeah.
because they were taking up more cabin space.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I'm not saying that works in every build, but it did work in that Nitro for sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. That's good. That's the type of stuff that's fun, man. You know, you like, you know, like moving the seat around, or you know, anything. You know, just adding little parts here and there. My friend Dylan, he's my teammate and my right hand man. I mean, really, I couldn't run audio ways without Dylan. That's what we're doing now with his, trying to find these little cabin gains and stuff. So I'll tell him to stop eating as many snacks, and he might.
You're
Turn
right.
your air conditioner on, recirculate, and turn it full blast.
There you go.
Listen,
That actually, it helps because it closes the cabin up when it does that.
Really?
yeah.
It'll gain you a couple tenths. I've actually found that out because I actually think it was, I don't know. I was at finals one year and somebody actually told me that turn your air conditioner fully on and turn it on recirculate because it closes up the cabin and it actually helps.
Wow.
Flip your visors forward. I mean, there's so many. Open your glove box in some vehicles. I can show you so many tricks.
That
Tahoe,
makes sense, though. I mean,
Tahoe
really,
meter up underneath the driver's side steering wheel, and it's louder metering over there than in the passenger side. There's a lot of different.
Yeah.
I-
But you know,
I've heard
it totally depends on the build and the vehicle whether those tricks work or not. Because like that air conditioning thing, sometimes you might want to seal it up, but sometimes if it's ported through that vent, it's louder.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, but you're right, absolutely. I mean, each vehicle is different, and we've proven that point too. You could have the same vehicle, the same build, but different equipment, and it completely changes
Everything.
everything. I mean, I can't take a build that you built at Audio Ace, and I build it here, the same specs, same wood, same glue, same everything, but you run your equipment, and I run, we'll say, kicker equipment. The numbers are going to be completely different, and someone in the end is going to be upset about it.
right. Yeah. Yeah. The goal is just to, you know, have fun and,
Tweak
you
it,
know,
play with it,
get
and
it.
test and
Yeah.
test and tune and test and
Now,
tune
that's
some
one thing
more.
that we do. We do have fun. It's fun to. There's been a couple, but there's very few people that I can't get them a little bit louder once they get in. We go to try and stuff. You know, that's
It's fun. it's funny sitting back sometimes and watching my wife. My wife, well, I mean, I'm dead serious. My wife will be sitting there running the computer and have the microphone, and she's like, "Scoot your seat up, move your headrest,
Right.
close your door, open your door, roll your window down." I mean, and she's helping these people in the lanes, and they're looking at her like, "How do you know this?" Because they don't expect that from a woman. I'm sorry.
Well, when you sit and watch a
Some of us,
thousand
some
people,
of us are a little biased when it comes to that, but I
yeah,
mean,
you get
when
that
they know
knowledge.
they're coming from our wife, they're like, "What the hell? She knows all this?" Yeah, my wife could probably be louder than most of you guys. You just don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't know that just by themselves, and I guess that's just
No, I don't know if all the judges do this or not, but I literally, most of the time when somebody pulls up to me, I say, what's the loudest you ever got? And I'm like, we're fixing to beat that. And that's my goal. And so they'll do it. And it just depends on if they have enough voltage to keep trying every time I try something new and screw up or not, whether we get it beat. But most of the time we do get it beat.
My wife's favorite saying after she does that and she helps them beat their personal best or maybe just what they put on a meter, she's like, "Welcome to Base Force."
Right.
And I mean, it fits amazing. It's like, "Welcome to Base Force." Not only did we let you rerun, hang on, right here.
Yeah.
Not only did we let you rerun as many times as you want to, and it's free, but we helped you gain them decibels by just a little
Right.
bit of knowledge.
that's amazing, man. That's what really attracted me to your organization. It's not here's $20. I didn't run my car. Give me a trophy. You know what I mean? It's like you guys are there to help. And but it's still competitive. But it's fun. And it's a new playground, and I really look forward to playing on it, man. And I appreciate you guys for what you do. You have some great representatives at the company, and I'm excited, man.
Man, I'm excited too. I- I'm excited that we're going to be in California as well. I'm really excited because we've been getting hit up out there for a long time.
A lot, a
But
lot. Sure.
man, it is so much fun that everybody. We've not had drama one or problem one in all these years.
Well, we had a couple hiccups. I wouldn't say drama hiccups.
I don't know what he's talking about. But
Hiccups
literally,
happen.
it's just usually fun at the shows. We haven't, we don't really have the problems that other orgs have. I don't think usually after a finals, any org that has a finals, they're gonna get bashed after. No matter what they do, they're gonna get bashed afterwards for something. I don't think we've gotten that. And last year, Jimmy, how late was I with the trophies? Pretty late. That trophy behind Jimmy, you see, it's got a basket on it, and I got those a little late, so it was just hard to get,
It
And
was.
and then
Oh,
at crunch time, I just didn't get them finished. Uh,
everything's hard to get right now. So
Everybody was pretty patient, and they could have bashed me about that, and they didn't. So open door, and they could have bashed me, and we didn't have a problem. That's what I'm
well, that's
saying.
good.
But
You got a good community.
the other orcs, they just sneeze wrong and they get bashed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They're getting bashed right now because they didn't have a food something. I don't know what the deal is, but
food vendor at their event. Yeah,
I don't know. But
that's
I mean, I guess what I'm saying is we just don't have that, man. So it's just been all fun. I'm sure it's coming someday in some reason, but
I hope
so
not.
far,
Actually,
it's been all good.
I mean, but
It's to have fun, org.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites. My personal favorite saying is to bring the fun back to the lanes.
And that was my goal creating it too, is man, you know what? Your car might be louder on the glass and mine might be louder in the kick. And if that's the case, why do I have to put the meter where yours is the loudest? Right? Like, no,
Right.
here, take the meter, do you. That's kind of our mentality.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's something you can really get behind, and I see why you guys are growing so quickly. You know.
Yeah,
What about in California? Are you guys open and shop?
Hang on, sorry. I want to answer this question. Yes, David, Dave, we still do use term lap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, most
And
all
we-
the owners use it.
And we did add a couple new clamp classes this year for the people that have been begging for them.
Four of
So
them.
there is
I
4
know you
clamp
haven't
classes.
looked at that score sheet yet, but we did
Yeah.
add 4. And I'll tell you
So-
what we added. We added a stock 5K, an extreme 10K, a unlimited trunk, and I'll tell you why I did this in a minute, and an unlimited. And this is why. So the stock classes, the stock and extreme 5 and 10K, that's for the people that compete in the other. Well, you can just enter this if you want, but if you peak higher than 53 hertz, that's really our professional people. Most people that are really about that meter, they're going to peak higher than that. Most of them going to peak way higher than that. But man, they ain't have anybody to compete against, and they're bored. So that, in combination with the musical builds not wanting to compete against them, led me to decide to put a 53 hertz cap on all our classes. So if you peak higher in most any one of those classes other than GOAT, you will go into one of these pro classes, and those are the clamp classes. So that's the stock 5K. Anybody that's peaking over 70 hertz, they probably got 5K on tap. And then anybody that's like an Astrovan, those big builds, any of them, they got 100,000 on tap. But so they got 10 on tap for sure. Well, but what that would have done, that would have limited us to having a 175 score in one of those very efficient vehicles at 10K, let's say. We would have never got the big numbers that some of the other orgs get. So I decided, you know what? We'll do an unlimited class, and that will allow those clamp people to turn up above 53 hertz, and we can get those big numbers as well. Same way with the trunk. And that's the reason for them. Now, the 2 unlimited classes, we don't have to clamp because they're unlimited. No point. Let's just want to know. So really, it's just 2 clamp classes, but there's 4 classes above 53 hertz. 5 if you count GOAT. And actually, GOAT is limited too, so it doesn't really count.
David, you can put the meter anywhere you want to as long as it's in the front seat location or in front of the front seat location.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well,
Yeah,
unless your port is past the front seat, and then we're probably going to ask you to move the mic to the back of the car.
Past the B pillar. Yeah.
Other than that, we don't care.
And the only reason for that is we don't want you playing
Somebody to cheat.
everybody else is literally metering the normal way. Yeah.
We actually used to do a top 10 up here at H&H Audio before it closed. And we had no rules, no nothing. It was wall or no wall classes. And he built a box with no bullshit, 4 8s, 4 the cheapest 8s he could find. And the box was probably a cube, like a foot by a foot by a foot. And he put a port on it that was probably like 6 foot long. So it's in the back seat of the car, and the port literally came all the way up to the microphone. And it was like this far from the microphone. And he was putting up his stupid numbers. I mean, it was fun, but nobody could play with it. It got to the point where nobody even wanted to anymore because of that box.
Right.
So,
there's some people that do port wars that way. What they do is they funnel that port down and they clip that sensor onto, and I made a rule against that so that we're not doing that. I don't
we're
mind
not doing
doing
it. Hold on. I want to know that
another
actually.
class for it if we do.
They can't clamp the sensor on anything,
Right.
so they got to put it inside their box.
Inside the port. What they were doing is they would shrink that port down, clamp the sensor on there, and then they would have a port that basically is a 1/4 inch wide up against the sensor and get a 185.
Okay. Well, and the only reason why I was asking that is because I have people down here in my area that will take a piece of plexiglass and will stick the sensor on the plexiglass and then stick that into their box.
That's different. That's different because
That's why I wanted to clarify that.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, no, that when I say clamp it, they can't clamp it, and I need to rewrite the rule now that you mentioned that, uh, and basically put that hose, if you will, up into that little hole that the sensor is.
Okay. Okay.
That's,
Well,
I mean,
well,
anybody can do a 185 like that.
I've never heard one of those before with the elephant trunks, man. What's that sound like? Can it play?
Yeah, right.
that's what it sounds like. I mean, seriously.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
probably
man.
at 92 hertz, and it's like.
I'm not saying if you don't want that to be a thing, but that's not port wars. You know, that's not in a port. That's pressuring up. That's different.
That's taking advantage of the sport.
Well,
And
what that is for most people, that's reading the rules and finding the gray area and winning. I ain't bashing them at all. Congratulations. You're smarter than the other people.
I know, but still, and I'm not trying to be an ass when I say that, but we're not the organization for that.
Well,
I mean, if you want to be that jerk, go to a different organization.
Most people don't even know about the rule because I just put the rule book out today and I didn't tell anybody.
Guidebook. The guidebook.
Guidebook. It's not a rule book. Guidebook.
The guidebook.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's good though. Yeah.
Absolutely, Stacy. Or Greg. That's not Stacy. Greg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard one before. Maybe I'll see one down at Wake the Dead and I can sit in it, you know. That'd be cool.
I'm really sad that you're going to Wake the Dead and I'm not this year. Last year, I actually locked my keys in my vehicle. I had the police come out and get into it. It was a whole ordeal. Yeah, it was bad because I was with Dan Current.
Oh, well, you didn't eat the cookie, did you?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's why.
I was with Pippin. I was with Dan Current. I was with all of them all weekend long. And between the late nights at Waffle House, it was bad. It was bad.
It's like a whole weekend event, man. Like, I'm really worried what I got myself into.
Hammy was there too. Oh, it was bad. It was
Who was
bad.
there?
Hammy.
Oh yeah.
We're shitting on him. Oh, we had a blast.
That's good company.
It was it was a great time. We all got drunk as hell. Had a little bit too much on the other side and just had fun.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to get all the demos, man. You know, I think Penny's coming down. You know, Chevy. You know, I really want to sit in that truck, man. His demo videos just look insane.
Drew has actually been working on Jonathan Price's vehicle for the last week. If you haven't heard it, I would strongly suggest you to go get in line and actually hear it.
Yeah, we tried to hear it at Slamology. We had a booth set up, and JP was gracious enough to sit in Jim's build. What a nice guy, man. I mean, that was really cool. You know, like, that was cool. But we tried to hear his, but I guess he had like a problem with the DSP or something. So anybody, you know, Drew Jones, if anybody's going to figure it out, that's going to be the guy. You know,
Jonathan Price has got an amazing build. He's put a lot of time in. There's been several people that's had their hands on it. There's been some shoddy work here and there, and I'm not mentioning anybody's name.
Well, it happens, you know. And
15 people have had their hands on it, you know. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
You need it that bad, stuff's gonna break.
Yeah,
for sure. You know, it's
DSP, I mean, a solder joint, man.
Yeah,
who knows?
Well, I mean, you know.
We're in a game where we turn it up to the point of the breaking point, and then we try to push it just a little bit further.
Yeah.
You know, so you know it's gonna find that weakest point. And if you don't have like one guy working on it, you know, like somebody should have gutted that out. With Jim's build, it was previously owned by I think Paul Galanos over at G2, I believe, and we gutted the whole thing. You know, and they did good work. You know, it was fine, but we wanted to know if we
What
were in
wire
a
was
situation, what was going on, and how can we get him up and running again? Quick. And when you take a build like that, you really should gut it out.
That's,
And it's not meant towards anybody. I don't know who built it. I'm kind of new here. I've always mind my own business. It's just, in my opinion, anybody that cares.
no,
If you start a new build, gut it out and start.
I 100% agree with you because, I bought Neil's Tahoe.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, John Grimm and Neil. Yeah, John, dude, he worked for me for 8 years, and
I'm
that
gutting.
dude, he's awesome.
I'm gutting it. I'm ripping it all apart, completely gutting the whole vehicle, and going to rebuild it.
Oh, you really? What are you doing?
There's been a lot of problems, a lot of issues with it. I love John and I love Neil, and I'm not saying nothing bad about anybody else, but I'm on the fifth windshield. The firewall's ripping. There's the top of the car is ripping. The box is falling apart. There's been a lot of issues with this vehicle.
I got you. Yeah, there's
I'm at the point where I'm done with it, and I'm going to rip it apart and just rebuild it completely.
Yeah, that's tough. But then you know what you have. You know what I mean? That way you can build it.
Well, I went from having my nitro that I built completely. I knew, like you said, I knew where every wire, every fuse box, every nick, every cranny, I knew everything. If my door stopped working, I knew exactly what to do to fix that door. I knew everything about it.
And I think that's really important when you start getting into these big builds like that. If you want to be a demo monster, sit there and play for 6 hours almost nonstop. Something can happen. Especially in the heat. Or whatnot. And being able to resolve it quickly, I think it just adds to the fun because you don't want to watch. You do want to watch, but you also want to be both. You know what I mean? Like you want to be able to go out there and just be able to resolve any issues that might arise. So I see what you're doing with the Tahoe, and I'm sorry that you had issues with that, man.
Well, I'm not blaming nobody by any means. It is what it is, but there was a lot of things that was done wrong, and I'm just going to be honest and say that between the wiring, the box, the whole vehicle, there was a lot of things done wrong in that vehicle. I can't keep a head unit in there because it's ripping them out. It's ripping the RCAs out.
Yeah.
I mean, the box is falling apart because it's only 2 layers. There's a lot of. There was 5 different fuse blocks in the vehicle because the wires wasn't long enough. There's a lot of shit that was bad, and I'm not mentioning anybody's name, but the vehicle spoke for itself.
I got you, man.
And I
so
paid too much money for a vehicle that was supposed to be turnkey. That wasn't.
It was pretty though.
Yeah.
It was pretty until I turned it up and it started falling apart.
Yeah.
It's pretty even when it's falling apart, man.
Yeah, Billy, I appreciate that, man. It was very pretty, and it looked really nice, man. I can see why.
It still does. I mean, right now it's still up in my driveway with a blown windshield from finals.
I can see why you wanted it.
It really is. It's amazing.
Take
the
doors out.
The doors are amazing. The doors are the best part of the vehicle.
Yeah.
that Tahoe is actually how Dan Kurtz came to play. If it wasn't for that Tahoe, then Dan's wouldn't be around.
Neil and Dan and their mouse and their batter back and forth. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. John was working with me, and then he had some family stuff go, and then I hired somebody else, so I couldn't take him back out at this point. I would today, any day. John, I'd take him on. He's such a good guy.
John is an amazing guy as well.
Yeah, and I'd be lucky to have him, but at that time I couldn't. So then I heard through the grapevine that they were building this big build, and that John had joined forces with Neil. And I was like, oh, well, I need something, so we started with 121 and then went to 221s, and then it just kind of blossomed into what it is now. And we're still having a good time with it, man. I can't wait. We're going to try to get him to turn it up, guys. This weekend, It's about Dan turning it up.
He will turn it up because I won't be there.
We're gonna turn it up.
Because I won't be there. I will bet money Dan will blow his window this weekend because John's there.
He won't tell me what it meters. It drives me crazy. He's like, just sit in it. I'm like, okay, let's sit in it, but let's get a meter. And then he'll turn it up and hit the stupid high note and I can't breathe.
I might know some about numbers, but I'm not gonna say.
No, you better text me.
I'm not gonna say. Dan can tell you that. He knows. Trust me, Dan has the SSA meter sitting in his house right now. He knows.
I'm sure he knows. But he hasn't told me.
I think there's like maybe 4 people that actually know the true number.
Really? I'll have to get in on this. I need to be number 5. Yeah. We the first night we turned it on, it just didn't do good. And we had worked so hard to get it ready for Slamology, and like I said, it was 6 days, and it was tough. I mean, imagine building that in 6 days, and we were doing daily work at the shop, so we were handling daily work and building dance. So I mean, it was tough, right? And then we finally get there, man. It's time to turn it on, and then just didn't sound good. We were like, oh crap, was it the box? Everybody told us that the box was designed wrong. It wasn't the box. The box is amazing, and they knocked it out the park. But he had an amp that kept walking on it, so the game. Yeah, and I couldn't find it. I was so just perplexed by the whole situation and tired and exhausted. But Dan, he did.
He was out of daze. I remember that. We had talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he found it, and Sarah's shit, man. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. Sarah's hell. He went. He found it, and there you go. So yeah, it was fun, man. That's and I don't mean to keep going back or anything to the dance build. Somehow we got on John's, and that led to the whole Dan thing. But it was fun, man. I learned a lot from that, and that's what brought me into this world. Because before I was just like a JBL Infinity guy, just
audio guy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and it was really cool, man. I like it, man. I love building the walls. My son's into it now. He's got 415s. He's got a little Fiesta, and we broke his windshield. We learned we were supposed to take the rearview mirror off.
What's he hitting on the meter with that?
That little thing? I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
It needs to be 53 hertz.
Huh?
I'm just going to tell you a couple little secrets. It needs to be tuned to 53 hertz.
Huh.
Keep the box really small and the port really big. That's all I'm going to say.
We're getting like one of the big tubes. And we're going to blow it right at the mic, right?
Right.
Keep the box keep the port really big, if you know what I'm saying. Cut and angle.
I got you.
And keep the box really small.
We were thinking about doing a wall.
Festiva that's doing some nasty.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That are doing nasty.
Yeah, walls are fun.
The wall. We were thinking about it, but we didn't. He's new to driving, but now that he's got some driving under his belt, I think he'll be okay. So I think I think we're going to end up walling that one too. It needs a wall.
It does. You're right.
Wall everything. I think we should wall, Bill. We should wall your tow vehicle. Just drop it off.
Yeah,
we got you, man. Yeah, man, we're loaded up.
Yeah,
I think like six.
Yeah,
we sit like 615s in there, man. We're just,
be right. I like it. I like the idea.
We'll wall everything, man. We're gonna wall the world.
I like walls.
Down with that.
When I look at a car, I'm like, it'll look good with a wall or it wouldn't look good with a wall, and that determines whether I like the car or not. Like a car without a window frame? Nope.
No.
Can't happen. I'm not interested.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're having some good ones. So, Bill, you said you're in Mississippi. Are you like way down south?
Yeah, pretty far down south. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I got a ramp, Jim.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we are. He needs to. I don't know why it's not here. You're supposed to drop it off, Jim. I got your other 18 down there. Let's go.
Right?
Damn.
Let's
Oh,
go.
me and Billy both have Dodge Rams.
Hey, I'm going to be here until at least midnight, Jim. It's 8:30. I know you can make it here by then. Let's go.
Oh, he called you out. See,
Yeah, man. I am
wow.
ready.
Do this.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, but we definitely appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come hang out with us, for sure.
Oh, you guys are awesome, man. I enjoy watching your show, and I really, really like what you guys are doing in the audio community. Um, I think it's a fun place. I think that anybody that's new or seniored in this industry should definitely check you guys out. And
Yeah,
I
we
hope
appreciate
everybody
that,
spreads the word. Really, and I'd like to get in on it more than what I am. I like you guys, and anything I can do to help out,
Yeah.
I'd like to do that for you guys. So
I'll
thank you.
I'll PM you tomorrow, and we can definitely talk about some more things, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was really nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you
You
too.
don't have to go nowhere. I wasn't like pushing you out unless you want to go.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything, man. I really, yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll drink some beer in a little bit, maybe, but other than that, just
nobody drinks on our.
got into a fight with a microwave. I got an RV, man, and we basically live in this RV full time. So I need this microwave, right? I need it. That's how I eat, And I got the old one out. Now I can't get the new one in.
dang.
One of the screws. It's like this big old long screw. This is backwards. This is weird. But anyways, it's like a screw, man. It's like 2 feet long. And I got the one on the right side in. I can't get the one on the left side to hold. So right now I got it like screwed up with some screws into the so I got to get that done before Wake the Dad. But other than that, since Jim hasn't dropped his RAM off, I really don't have a lot of stuff going on, Jim.
So you're taking an RV up to Wake the Dead?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. My goal this year is to hit a lot of shows, man. I want to see like Chris Lee's build, man. I want to see Clippo. I want to see these things. I mean, these guys are just.
Hang on. Oh, sorry. You guys go
No, you're
ahead.
good.
Do you ever go to Slamology?
Yeah, we set up a
That's
booth.
right. You said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was so
But you'd be
busy.
so busy.
I was this year. I was, but now like we know what to do. So
Yeah.
we'll be able to sneak away. That was a get your foot in, get wet, and see what to expect.
Yeah, we were
a big
there
show.
for our first year as well.
Yeah, and
I learned
you guys.
Yeah.
Somebody blew their window out there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Their pasture window or something like that.
Yeah, I think, and I could be wrong, man, because I don't have everybody's name memorized, but I think it was Brad Zink. Is that his name? Maybe White
That
Tahoe?
video. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Tahoe, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Man,
I wanna
he
do
blew
that.
out one window, and then he turned around and backed into the lane and blew out the other one.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to come in here and add that on. Both windows. First his passenger window or his driver's window, then he turned around and blew out his passenger window.
That's crazy, man. How awesome is that, man?
That was very cool. Now Jordan didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, Jordan. Probably by the second window, Jordan was done.
He's done. But
he's probably happy about it now, though, because somebody got some good footage of it.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure it's out there. I don't have it, but yeah, that was our first year too. I didn't leave our tent, but I could have. We didn't have any real problems.
I left the tent for 45 minutes the whole weekend long.
Yeah.
And we were busy from start to stop. We were busy. I think you said, Billy, overall reruns and all, I think we had like
23, I think.
423 reruns and all. That's easy.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean,
I was worried nobody would run us. Nobody knows us up there,
Well, they do now, and you guys just keep pushing, and you guys got it.
Listen, this is the thing, man. I tell you what, I haven't pushed Base Wars, but I did push. I did make those trips the year before to get myself invited to Slamology and to the Sundown Show and Ruckus and Chill.
Finger,
There you go.
why are you trying to fingerprint me? What did I do? Sorry.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
to be invited out there, to those shows. I mean, those
Yeah.
those are the ones you want to be at.
But that's all the pushing I've done. Other than that, it's been just a natural, organic growth. And honestly, it's like, dude, I'm holding on. I'm holding on because I can't keep up. That's what it's like.
So is this like is this your full time? Is that what you pretty much do full time
It's
now?
what I do full time. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations, man.
No choice.
Right. That's what we were talking about today, man. I did not plan this, but I spent, dude, Saturday and Sunday all day sitting at this desk and this chair writing that rule book.
Good for you, man. Hey,
I don't think that. Right? I'd rather been building something or doing something,
But I mean, a lot of people. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Billy. A lot of people think that Billy, me, Jordan, Melissa, all the other judges, we're out here making money hand over fist. When it comes right down to it, I mean, we're not.
I promise you.
There's quite a few shows where we're barely breaking even.
With the new labor rates after COVID, I could probably work at Chick-fil-A and make more money.
that's tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's a weird time right now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to pay my guys, the way I do, but it's hard. Do you have employees, Billy?
No.
Yes.
Well,
yes, you do. You have me, you have Jordan, you have Melissa. Every one of your judges is your employee, sir.
Well, I don't really think I'm employees, but
I got you.
I felt like I would get to streamline it and I could get back to doing some of the other things that I was doing to make money. Right.
Right.
Just haven't quite got there yet. But man, like I said, the growth in the last year has been phenomenal. I mean, it's been kind of hard to keep up. It would be like those doors you're talking about. If you had 15 cars lined up outside, I mean, it's awesome, but what you gonna do?
Yeah, it's tough, but it's a blessing,
Yeah,
and
right.
again, we got, I thanking the community for, taking us in, and
Right.
Allowing us to do what we do. I think it's
Right.
amazing. And, again, you got a good organization. You're a good guy. And I think that you're going to be,
Well, I've got
you're
some
gonna be
big
just
plans
fine.
for it. I'm excited about the future of it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting it do its own thing.
Yeah,
We're
that's
getting in
probably
where we're
best.
fitting in.
Well, it sounds like, do they ask you for these new classes? Is that what happens? And then you're
Well-
like, yeah, this one makes sense, or no, this one doesn't, or how's that
Well,
work?
Honestly,
They beg for them.
so there were some people that wanted clamp classes, but that's not really our thing. And I'm like, we have the other orgs for that, so we don't need to do it. But when I saw the opportunity to kill two big problems, which was the really pro guys got nobody to compete against on the local level, and the musical builds not being able to win, that I put that 53 hertz cap in there, and I think that's going to be a game changer for us. So did I create classes when people ask? Most people don't ask. I just listen and kind of go from there.
That's good. Yeah.
I tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to write a rule that will alienate you. Right?
That's good.
We're not going to do that. We may create a class for you. Example today, I got faced with this one today. There are some people that are starting to series a bunch of batteries together and run 240 volt systems.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, fine. We got you. and we're going to create a high voltage class. One class.
There you
That's
go.
it. Let them play there. They got nowhere to compete. They can't compete in any other org, and there's plenty of them out there. So
Good. Yeah. Yeah,
so
man. I've seen some
that's
of those
really how
amps.
they come about.
I got you. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're open to that. Again, that's. I don't mean to keep sounding like a record, but I from the outside looking in, again, like I've sat back for years and just kind of watched. Not, I'm aware of what's going on. I just never really got involved into the competition part of it too much. You know what I mean? I built some and whatnot. I
Yeah.
got mine out there now. Now I'm getting into it. Man,
Yeah.
I got to see some of these builds, man. This is crazy,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate the playground that you gave us. I think it's really cool. And thank you for
Man.
listening to us and being open. Because if you put all that hard work in, you're running 240 volt system. Cool, man. Who knows? Maybe that's the future. I don't know, but it's neat to see because we can all learn from each other and see what works and what doesn't, and evolve it even further. So.
Yeah.
It's cool to have that, because if they didn't have somewhere to go, then we might be capped. And the day that we're capped,
let's face it, there's not a lot of us left.
yeah,
When you get capped, you get bored and you don't want to do it no more.
right.
When you hit
Exactly.
that peak, when you hit that resonant frequency, the max number of your vehicle, where you're just, I don't care how many thousands of dollars you dump into it, you're not going to get any louder.
Right.
But everybody keeps changing classes to bring these new people in that have more money, more. What about all the people that's been around for years? And that's the big difference that I see in this organization. Billy's not trying to run the old people out, but he's found that fine line where we can keep the old people running the old equipment with the new stuff, and we can keep progressing, but we keep the old people here with us as well. And I don't mean to be rude by saying old people, but
No.
I mean that's
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, we can integrate in. That's great.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty open-minded because this is a fun thing. It's not like some of the other positions I've held to where they're life and death thing. This is a fun thing, and that's just what it needs to stay being. And if creating classes, I don't think it's fun to get this. In Base Wars, there's absolutely no way you can get disqualified. The only way you can get this, the only way is to be mean to a judge.
That's awesome. I mean,
So
that's
if you screw up your run, do it again. If you
Do
break
it again.
out this 53 hertz thing, if you go above it, do it
we'll
again.
bump you up a class. Worst case scenario. That's it.
and I've seen like I've had a few customers that said, because they had sunroofs and they wanted to go compete, but these sunroofs were popping open, so they didn't know what to do. So they took duct tape and just duct taped these sunroofs closed.
Right.
And all of a sudden, like, they were disqualified because somebody complained. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not common sense to me.
That's
I mean,
what you just said is we have judges, and judges, you know what a judge is? They judge. And we are a common sense org. I tell them, I say, you look in that vehicle, first of all, what does a wall supposed to do? It's supposed to shrink the cabin or change an intensity of a wave, not of a wavelength, but okay. So it'll shrink the cabin for sure. But
absolutely.
if that's the goal, and you look in there and they've got 2 or 3 inches around that box, and guess what? They failed. And not only did they fail, but they blocked some stuff behind that box so it's actually worse for them. My point with that is a wall isn't something that's 2 inches above a window line. In car audio, a wall is made to shrink that cabin and to make that vehicle louder. So if it looks in there and the speakers are touching the ceiling, but
it's not a wall,
they didn't succeed, then it ain't a wall.
Yeah, it is tough, man. Because I install every day, and my guys install every day. And on my son's car, we missed, and we did. I don't know. We had to put extra support down because it ended up being heavier than what I thought, and we did, man. We missed that window line. I'm telling you, man, by a quarter of an inch.
See,
And now he's in a wall class, and he's going up against guys like are hitting 63s. And I was like, come on,
We don't care.
like, it takes the fun out of it, though. It really does,
It does.
because
100%.
he's just a high school kid with 415s that that buys his own stuff. We put it in, and then like, he's going up against a guy that has a wall in there,
I
418s.
would be embarrassed if I was a judge and I made that vehicle go into a wall class. Now they do it, and I'm not talking bad about judges because they follow the rules. Written by the organization, so no problem there. But
and that's why you got guidelines,
right?
yeah.
Right.
But and I get it, and I'm not. It's not talking bad about any organizations because believe me, anybody, all the brands are awesome. Everybody's got this fun stuff. I mean, if everybody drove Fords, it wouldn't be fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Could you imagine if we all walked around looking the same? If we all looked like Dan Curran,
Terrible.
I mean, it'd be horrible. But so we all got to be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Listen, if it was up to me, we would have the headrest. That's where our meter would go. I like that. It makes the most sense. But Mecca does that, so I'm not going to do it. Right? We got them. But yeah, man, that's a big thing to me. We got to use our brain.
Yeah, man. This is common sense, man.
And listen, this is the way that happens. People bellyache and they get a rule writ. And that's what I told you earlier. We're not going to write a rule for you, but we may make a class for you.
Yeah, you start seeing a bunch of,
crybabies.
Well, or let's say not even crybabies, but let's just say a group of guys, some misfits, just a group of guys that's worked hard and they don't have anywhere to play. So, Billy, you create that opportunity for them to go somewhere and to share their hard work and create a place for them to perform, and that's amazing, man.
I get not ridiculed, but close to ridiculed, not daily but weekly, on the fact that I won't define a wall in base wars. But I say this, man, they have those big rule books because people complain. And I'm going to tell you this, from managing people in the past, I know that the loudest people that complain, they aren't always right. They're just the loudest. And
do they ever run in the lanes?
So when you have that, and it's like some of these orgs have however many people that have to get together to change this rule or not. Well, I'm the one that makes our rules. I'm the one that changes them. I might ask somebody a little something about it, but I am the one guy for the whole org that makes and changes the rules. And I am not afraid to say to any of them, no, a committee didn't do this. I think you're an idiot for this, and this is why. Right? I'm not afraid of that. And the other orgs, I think, have just been at it so long. They got these committees and these things and
it's gotten out of hand.
You just got to step up and run your business. It's what and I think some of the others maybe aren't doing that.
It's tough, man. I mean, there's a lot of rules in different organizations that to me just doesn't make sense.
I agree, but I think that laid back nature is one of the reasons that we are growing.
And it is, of course, because
absolutely
we got into this for fun.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's fun
to get disqualified.
Oh man, not over duct tape on a sunroof. I mean it's ridiculous. So
well, you have a wood roof and you can't run in my organization.
Yeah.
Or a stripper pro
thing. I'm not really comfortable with that. But the reality is, fine. You're not going to compete against somebody with a 16 or 18. I'm smart enough not to let you do that. But I make a spot for you. You
that's
do
good.
you,
Yep.
That's what I tell everybody. You do you.
That's good, man. And that's what we need. I think the less rules that we have, the more the more fun that we're going to have, but we're also going to see a lot more variety of builds. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I enjoy, man. I love seeing all these different builds out there, man. It's insane now, you know, and I think that if we, you know, if we have this piece of paper that says, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, there's got to be a place to go, and you've created that, man. So again,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for doing
It's
that.
cool. You're welcome. I'm just proud that people want to be part of it. It's really weird. It was me sitting at a table. I bought a fancy tent, and now here we are. You know, that is in essence how it is.
Absolutely.
But so, do either of you have anything else you'd like to say before I kick out of here?
Dinner.
I'm hungry, and
That's what I gotta say is dinner.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I think I'm gonna go try to get that microwave working, man, because I like snacks.
Right.
So
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you, though, John.
Yeah,
actually,
thank you,
for
man.
sure.
yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for inviting me on here. And Jamie, let's talk tomorrow, and let's figure out how we can get some of these shows going into St. Louis. I'd like to do like a series of 3 if possible. I think that'd be really cool.
We can make it happen.
We can do one like early and mid and then later, and see how it goes. And then anything that we could do to help promote Base Wars even more, even
Man, we
further,
appreciate it. Big time.
we'll do that as well. So thank you.
Yeah.
100%. We appreciate you and Audio Ace and everybody else up in the St. Louis area.
Everybody watching, have a good night. Jimmy, have a good night. Billy, it was nice talking to you. Have a good night.
Nice
And
meeting you as well.
Appreciate
All
you.
right.
Sure. All right. Well, I think I'm going to hit that video.
Okay.
You got something else to say?
Nope. See you next week.
Appreciate everybody.